Good afternoon. I'm Eric Whistler. Today is April 13th, and you're with Lifestyles with Eric. Just wanted to say hello to everybody, and I hope everybody's doing well with the quarantining. Um, I wanted to get right into domestic violence or domestic abuse. Seems like we've been having an uprise of that. And I'm wondering, is it because everybody's sitting in the house, or you guys getting bored with each other, or what's going on? I'm a little upset because a police officer was killed in Indianapolis, Indiana, being caught on a domestic run, and she was 24 years old. And I guess she had always wanted to be a police officer from the time she was 7 years old, and she came from a law enforcement background. And I just want to send condolences out to her family and her. I believe she had a son as well, and I want to send condolences out to her son. This is a terrible tragedy, and I just don't understand why people are being so, uh, I guess, bored or just agitated because they're at home with their loved ones, the people that they're supposed to love ones. Yeah. So, I just don't understand what's going on. People, we can get through this. This is a test, whether it's a test with our government, testing us as civilians, or a test with the Lord. We can get through this. We don't have to fight amongst ourselves in close quarters. There are other things to do. We can get along. I mean, this just doesn't make any sense, guys and girls. It just doesn't make any sense at all. And I'm just, like I said, I'm a little upset about that because the police officer was doing her job, of course, and unfortunately, got caught in the middle of a situation where somebody couldn't keep his cool, allegedly. So this is just this is a terrible tragedy, and I just wish that everybody all over the country and all over the world would um, learn how to live in close quarters together. I mean, these are people that you're supposed to love and honor and cherish in most situations. So, I don't understand why, it's so hard for us as partners with if we have partners or husband or wives or whatever, why we can't get along being in the house with one another. I mean, each other, we can go to one, another room or, whatever the case is, you can always do that if you're not getting along. But it just doesn't make any sense. And I really hope that if you have any anger problems or something like that, you just get some help for it, because putting your hands on another individual because you're going through something mentally, it just there's never a need for that, and it's never excusable. So, we just got to learn how to get along in this COVID or quarantine times that we're going through right now. I mean, this is different times right now. This is somewhat difficult times, but it could be worse. We have electricity. Most of us have homes to live in. So there's so many more things that we could be thankful for. And unfortunately, people are arguing and bickering and killing one another, and it's just ridiculous. We're just going through way too much to be doing extraordinary things that is just it just doesn't make any sense. Um, Another thing I want to touch on is I was talking to a friend of mine, and he was telling me some situations that he'd been through about people not having burial insurance, and um, I don't know if that's a big thing in the Black community, but with I've been through that with some friends and family of my own, um, seeing that they just don't prepare for death, and that's something we all are going to have to go through someday because we're all born with a number. So, and you're born to die at some point. But it seems that the Black community sometimes, or the minority community, um, doesn't think about that until the last minute. Of course, the last minute is when you're dead. So the families are left struggling to come up with some way to bury their loved one, and it's sad circumstances because I've seen it where people have had to just do things that they wouldn't want to do with their loved one. They would rather them have the proper burial, and it's just unfortunate. I just feel that our community should do a little bit better with getting burial insurance and making sure that we're covered so that our loved ones won't struggle um, to or scramble to put us in the ground, or whatever they feel or whatever you feel is necessary, or what you said that you would want to be, what would you would want to have done to you if something happened to you. So it's just it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. So yeah, I just wanted to touch on that a little bit. But yeah, I think we as a whole, I think everybody, when you start getting older, you should look at burial insurance or something like that, so that you won't stress your loved one out, your kids, um, your husband or wife or whatever. You won't stress them out. Um, nobody wants to think about death, but it's inevitable to happen. So we just have to prepare as much as possible for it. Um, I've seen it time and time again where people don't have the money to bury their family and friends, and it's just sad because again, you're scrambling around trying to figure out what to do. In some instances, things never happen. So it's just unfortunate, you know. But I've been doing okay. Enough of that. This is Quarantine Monday, April 13th. Like to send a shout out to my sister. She had a birthday yesterday on Easter. Happy birthday, sister. Love you. Um, yeah, I'm doing well. I'm thankful that I'm healthy. Whether I'm in the house, I'm healthy and I'm not coughing and being sick. And it's been a few weeks, and I'm okay with that. I should be going back to work, I believe, the 20th. So we'll see what happens this month. So we'll see. We'll see. Um, so yeah, everybody should have a lot to be thankful for. Again, I've been keeping busy with doing art and excuse me, some other projects, and I'm going to do some cooking soon. Excuse me, I believe that's the next thing on my plate. I think I want to do a video cooking. Again, it may, I'm not sure if I'm going to do it live or just a regular video, but you'll get it as soon as I do it. So be on the lookout for that. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share Lifestyles with Eric. Um, and I really appreciate that. I'm new to this, and I really am looking forward to uh, expressing myself to you all and showing you a bit of me, and just learning my audience and learning what you want to see and what you want to talk about. And if you have any suggestions, I'm always up for suggestions. So you shoot me a message, and I'll get back with you and possibly put your topic or possibly talk about your topic. So, whatever you suggest, let's talk about it. That's why this is called Lifestyles with Eric. I'm not just going to be doing one thing. I want to be versatile. I want to be um, a little bit of everything. I want to be your teacher, your friend, um, your psychologist, whatever I can be. I want to be that to you. I want to be your bartender if that's the case, because bartenders hear more about people's lives than anything. So if it's anything you have on your mind, or something that you want to express to me that I could get out on my platform, be sure to do that. And I'll definitely, reach back to you and see what I can do. We can Again, we're going to get through this COVID-19 quarantine day by day, week by week. We're going to get through this. We're going to make it, guys. Just don't lose your mind. Don't go crazy. Just relax. Um, so yeah, just wanted to get that out here to you. And again, if it's something that you want to talk about, be sure to shoot me a message, and I'm going to get back with you, and we're gonna put that topic out here because there are so many different things to talk about besides gossips and gossip and all that stuff, which is always entertaining to me too. I mean, entertaining to me. Yet I love intellectual conversations, and I like to talk about things that are meaningful and that make a lot of sense to me. So um, shoot me a message if you have something that you want to discuss or a topic that I could touch on. Oh, one other topic that I'm going to be touching on at some point soon is child support, um, preferably with men and the things that men go through um, paying child support. And these are fathers that want to do the right thing, not guys that really could care less about doing for their children. This is going to be about more men that want to do the right thing, but don't seem to be getting any um, help on other ends, whether their child support always being too much for what they make an hour, or however many children they have, and they still have to pay a large amount of child support on a daily, I mean, on a on a child by child basis, and the child support system never recognizes how many children that individual has. So that's one of the things that I'm going to touch on soon, because I have a gentleman that I want to kind of touch on as far as with his story, um, and then I can bring on a couple of things with my own story personally that I've been through, which I don't complain about, but for at least 20 years I've been through a few things with child support. Just not again, I don't make excuses for paying it. Just maybe what I had to pay being a little excessive for what I made an hour versus, let's just say, somebody I may know that may make a lot more money than I make and pay less child support. So they're just different. I understand different situations when it comes to that. So we're going to touch on that one of these days soon, and maybe we'll get some input. If I do a live, we'll get some input on what you think about that situation. And this is only for men that are doing the right thing and wanting to take care of their child, not for people that don't do the right thing. So that's the one thing I want to say. And we do applaud and appreciate single mothers. So I wanted to get a few minutes in with you guys before I got my day started. I do apologize for not touching down on Inspirational Sunday, which was yesterday. And happy belated Easter, everybody. But wanted to get a few topics out to you, talk to you a little bit, and just seeing who's out there, and just checking on everybody and making sure everybody's okay. Hey, Veronica, good afternoon. How are you? And how are you doing in this quarantine Monday? I hope you're doing well. Let's see. Veronica's saying good afternoon. And I just said hey back. So, yeah, it's good to see somebody's touching in and saying hey. It's a chilly day out today. I'm ready for some spring weather, some heat, and I'm not going to complain when it gets warmer. I said that. So, yeah. And then again, my friend George and I are going to do. We're going to do a live too, just talking about some different topics too at some point. So just letting you all know that. And so, yeah, we're going to get this thing rolling eventually. And we're going to bring a lot of people into these topics. Hey, George, there's George right there. What's going on, George? It's a little cold out there this afternoon, man. I was just telling everybody that we were going to do something soon. Veronica, I'm doing fine. I'm well. I'm working my part-time job in the evenings, but I've been on my day job. Excuse me, I've been off my day job for about 3 weeks now. So probably going back to work the 20th. So we'll see. But I'm glad you're doing well. V love, Veronica. So good to see you. Good to hear from you. I will keep safe, Veronica. Definitely. Thank you. And you too, love. Thanks for chiming in. And be sure to like, share, and subscribe, okay? All righty. So yeah, like I said, guys, we're gonna touch on some different things soon and just see what else we can come up with. So many subjects to so many subjects to come up with right now, so many subjects to talk about. So um, at some point, we're going to start touching in on something every day um, until we just get that magic subject that everybody seems to chime in on. So I believe that the what's going on, Abandoned Boys? All right. So yeah, we're going to touch on a few things eventually, more and more. And we're, like I said, we're going to get that magic subject that everybody's going to chime in on. I think the child support one's going to be a big one because you just got people that feel differently towards about that situation. And again, I've never made excuses about paying. It's just always been a little much for what I might have made an hour or for however many children that I had. So it is what it is. It is what it is, guys. But yeah. So yeah, I'm not going to do this too long, but I'm glad. Hey, Sarah, thank you for sharing my videos. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. And everybody be sure to go to Sarah's page and like, share, and subscribe to her as well. Sarah, I'm not going to be on too long. I'm going to get off here in a few minutes. Jess was touching in on a couple things, making sure everybody was okay on quarantine Monday, and still doing the same routine, keeping hands clean, not touching my face, eyes, nose, mouth, and moving on with my life. This is not really unusual for me because this is sort of kind of my routine now. I go to work and I come home and relax, chill, paint, do my activities at home. I mean, I go to the grocery store, gas station, do the things I need to do, and I go home. So this isn't, I'm not pulling my hair out and losing my mind sitting in the house, you know. Let's see if 5G charger burning. Wow. So they said, I just got somebody just told me that the 5G towers are burning down in Europe because they think it has something to do with the COVID virus. That's crazy. So, wow. So I'm gonna get off of this live, but looks like I didn't plug my computer in. Sorry, but you guys take it easy. I may do a late one later this evening, so be on the lookout. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to Lifestyles with Eric. And thanks for coming into my family and my life today. I appreciate it. All righty, bye bye, peace.